channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about another series. Yes, today's topic, you already know what it is: breastfeeding and drinking alcohol. I know you're surprised. There's some mothers that's like, oh, is it possible that there's some mothers that can be taking alcohol at the same time breastfeeding? Is it that they are not aware, or they don't know that the alcohol can harm the baby? Yes, we know that there are some mothers, they take alcohol even before they start breastfeeding. It has been their usual habit to take alcohol. But you know, when you breastfeed, you should ease down on a whole lot of habits. I'm talking about drinking, smoking, and all those other things that you know that really will be harmful. We all know that alcohol is harmful. Harmful means when you take it a lot. So today, you know, while you breastfeed, I know, like I said before, there's some mothers, they take this alcohol, right, because they just want to ease their system. We all know ordinarily taking alcohol is not something really everybody would just like to advise you to do. If you are even that kind of person that does it, you'll be judgmental. Like, I know there are some people, they take it without judging themselves that they're taking alcohol, okay? But when it comes to taking alcohol at the same time breastfeeding, you should judge yourself, you know. But judging yourself is not like we are condemning you, but today we are going to be talking about you know, what you can do, how you can reduce, how you can, you know, easily adjust while you do that. We know that it's not going to be easy for you to do, especially if you are already conversant, already used to taking alcohol, okay, while you breastfeed constantly, you know, having our baby just started coming. So today, the only thing I have to say here concerning this topic is it's good to take alcohol while you breastfeed, but when taking it, you have to take it on moderate amount. Moderate amount I'm talking about, you take it once in a day. If before you had a baby or before you start breastfeeding, that you're that kind of a mother or a woman that take alcohol, you know, just to ease yourself, just to ease the stress, just to, you know, people feel that when they take this alcohol, smoke, it's just something they take just to ease down their stress, easily make them forget a whole lot of things. But please, you can do that for a whole lot of reasons. But when it comes to breastfeeding, you should be sensitive enough that this is a little tender, cherished babe, okay, that came from you. So you should take extra care just to make sure you moderate, you know, taking alcohol, okay? Like I said, taking alcohol while you breastfeed is good, but please take it in moderate amount. Moderate amount, you have to take it once in a day. Once in a day, the alcohol can stay in your system or your blood system for 2 to 3 hours. So we'll have to advise that before you take the alcohol, you have to breastfeed the baby, okay? If you're that kind of mother that breastfeed 2 to maybe 4 times, don't depend on how many amounts that you know breastfeed your baby. There's some they breastfeed their baby 4 times, some they breastfeed their baby 2 times, and they add other artificial food to the baby. Those people that are doing exclusive, I've talked about it one time. Exclusive breastfeeding is when you only have, you know, you only feed the baby with breast milk. You don't add any other milk to it. So that's what breastfeed. So if you're that kind of a woman, it all depends on how you switch in, okay, on feeding your baby. If you always feed your baby with breast milk, only breast milk, I would advise that you have to take it once a day, alcohol, okay? And at the same time, if you are also adding some solid food to the baby, I'm talking about artificial food, and while you breastfeed at the same time, also take it in moderate amount. Because why I say that, because the alcohol can stay in your system for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours. So you can imagine, all right, when you take alcohol, you have to wait for, for instance, let's say 4 hours. 4 hours. Not that the alcohol will just completely drain out of your system or your bloodstream, but at least there should be a little quantity, like once in a 1 cup. It all depends on the amount. Please, just a little cup, okay? Just take it, like you just want to take it because you cannot stop it completely. But if you want to really think of, you know, breastfeeding, you have to please try as much as you can. I know it's not going to be easy, but try as much as you can to make sure you reduce the amount of alcohol that you take, okay? Because we already know that if you take this alcohol 2 to 3 hours, it will still be in your bloodstream, okay? So whether you feeding the baby at the same time you take alcohol, it will affect the baby's, you know, system, because you know the organs, all the organ of the baby is still very, very tender, okay? So even adults can take alcohol. We already know that it affects them. If you take alcohol, if you take it in a very, very, you know, plenty amount, you know that it's going to be detrimental to you. You'll be drowsy, you'll be feeling dizzy, okay? So it is with the baby. So also, if you are taking this alcohol and you feel that it's not going to affect the baby, or it's just something that you can just do, nothing can happen to the baby, it can make the baby change the sleeping system. the sleeping system of the baby can change. If we take alcohol, adult, you know, when you take alcohol, you know that you'll be feeling tipsy. You want to sleep. You just want to drop anywhere you see yourself, okay? So it is with the baby. So you know how it took you. For those that, I believe that mothers are those that have this, you know, tender hearts. You already know that you have tender heart and this is your baby and you don't want to harm your baby, you don't want to damage the system of your baby. You should try as much as you can. While you did that, also think of the effect it will be to your baby, okay? Because when you start affecting your baby, the sleeping system of the baby changes, the behavior, attitude of the baby changes. When you expect the baby to sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours, or let's say it all depends, okay? If you want your baby to sleep 4 hours, 5 hours, especially at night, I'm talking about at night. During the day, your baby can sleep 1 hour. You even love it. If your baby sleep more than 1 hour, you'll be excited, like, because you have time to do other things, or if you want to also rest, all right? So during the night, especially at night, I'm talking about night, it might make your baby. You might be thinking that when you give your baby that you take alcohol at the same time breastfeed to make your baby to sleep. I know there are some people, it's just like something they, you know, it's damaging, okay? It's damaging if really you think about this as a normal thing. It's so damaging to the baby. So at night you might be thinking the baby will sleep a very long time. It's not really what it is, okay? It's not, it can't be true. So when you take that alcohol, the baby can only sleep at that moment. But when that baby is sleeping, you should be thinking of the effect that alcohol can be to your baby, right? So when you're taking alcohol, if you take it 1 cup in a day, the alcohol will stay in your system for 2 to 3 hours, like I said. 2 to 3 hours, just wait. Give the gap of 4 hours or 5 hours is possible before you breastfeed, okay? Not that the, like I said before, not that the alcohol will completely leave your bloodstream, but there will still be little ones, so that at least if the baby is breastfeeding from you, it will not totally affect the baby the way normal alcohol should if you take it on a large quantity, okay? You understand what I mean? So nobody should tell you, as a mother, nobody should tell you all these things. You already know it's your mother, your baby, okay? Your baby came out from your loins. You know how many months it took you for you to bring this baby. It's a cherished being, okay? The organs are still very, very tender, so you don't want to affect the baby's organ, because if you continue doing this, you'll be thinking it's not something that affects them. When they grow up, you see them, you want your baby to become at the time. I know that babies normally they are growing up, especially at the age from 2, 3, or maybe let's say from 9 months, or it all depends. 9 months, at least 9 months, baby, they're already approaching their sensory understanding, the way they sense things is different, okay, from when they are still very tender. So by the time it's 9 months, you're unable to control your baby, okay? You expect your baby to become a bit so that you can rest. You not say that the baby is not behaving behaving normal. You understand what I mean? It's because of the effect of the alcohol, if you don't know. So it can easily damage your system, so you should just reduce it. If you want to go further to think of taking alcohol more than 1 cup in a day, 2 hours of taking it will take you, if you take 1 cup of alcohol for one cup in a day, it will last, like I said before, 2 to 3 hours. If you take 2 cups, it will last 5 to 6 hours. That means you have to give a space of 6 hours, and you know what that can be to the baby. If the baby is crying instantly, like it's just a kind of, like I said before, exclusive breastfeeding. You only exclusive breastfeed, like I already said it before, is when you give your baby only breast milk. And you now imagine if that breast milk alone cannot completely fill the baby's tummy, you know, it will not even take some time again, the baby will start crying for another breast milk. And when you are now taking the alcohol for 2 cups in a day, you know, like I said, to stay up to 6 hours, and your baby can't be patient enough to stay for that 6 hours, you know what that can be. It can easily make you go mad, except if you want to start introducing solid food. And you know, solid food, it can't be given to tender baby of, let's say, from 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks. So you know, it's not even advisable at all right? So that's why after, if you take it for 3 cups in a day and you feel nothing can happen, maybe you have taken 1, because you know these things that I'm talking about, this forming habit of drinking and smoking, in the initial stage, that's why some people, it finds so difficult for them to stop this drinking and smoking. It takes the grace of them of God for them to stop this attitude. If you take it 1 cup and you feel it doesn't affect the baby, like I said, the baby is just normal, behaving still normal, and you're like, oh, let me just go for that, taking it 2, because like a temptation is a habit, and you take it 2 cups, my dear, or one fellow mother, it will definitely affect the baby, okay? It will definitely affect the baby. If you want your baby to be a kind of calm baby, it's not like baby normally they play around, but when they play excessively, more than the normal way they're supposed to play, you know, you will not be comfortable. So if that baby grows up with that attitude of that or alcohol in their system, they grow with it, it will damage their thinking ability. All right, their thinking ability, they will not be calm, they'll be restless. You know what alcohol can do to the system. So that is just where I'm going to leave it today. So please don't take it more than 1 cup. Take 1 cup and leave the space of 2 to 3 hours, or possible 2 to 4 hours. Just wait 4 hours difference before you breastfeed your baby. Okay, please, that's just it. Okay, we're gonna be ending the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's just how far I can take. And if you also want us to go further on treating this topic, maybe there are some other things that I did not touch here, or I did not speak about, or your questions about breastfeeding and taking alcohol at the same time, please leave everything there in the comment section. Please don't forget to like our videos and like this one also. That is the only way you can encourage me, and also share so that we can invite more family, especially mothers. This is just everything we do here, just all about mothers, family, kids. Talk about that. So this is what we do here. All right, so thank you very much for staying this far. We're going to meet on the next one. See you later. Bye.